Funniest film ever made. Blazing Saddles. If I'm pressed about it, people say, "Oh no, it's this other film, that film. It's something made in the last 10 years." No, I'm sorry. Funniest film ever made is Blazing Saddles. That's pretty much full stop. I do have a long list of favorite funny films. People say, "No, no, it's this Mad, 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 Mad World." Whatever. People have their pet favorites, but no, I mean, I categorically, I've seen them all, but I think Blazing Saddles is it's not going to be passed for comedy. It has all the right elements, you know. Richard Pryor was one of the primary writers. It's the script, the characters, the whole thing is done with love. Everybody involved in the film loved the project. Everyone's having such a great time. It's Cleavon Little is amazing in it, and he really should have had a better career, and you should have had a career. It's like, how come Cleavon Little had done that role and not been like a huge movie star? Well, he died young, unfortunately. But it's just a shining moment, a film that never should have gotten made by a studio. And the people who ran the studio were mortified, absolutely mortified, when the film came out. But it's proven everybody who criticized it wrong. It stood the test of time. And there never has been anything like it. There never will be anything like it. I think it's a singular masterpiece of comedy. I'll stick by it. Airplane, yeah, of course, and the Zuckers, Airplane, classic. But that's a totally different kind of film. It's like blitzkrieg comedy, different kind of film. I would say even like with the Zucker stuff, it's as madcap and crazy as it is, the parody films. There's just something universal. It's because with comedy, it's like, well, slapstick is universal, silent film's universal, but I think Blazing Saddles is gonna outlive all the other films as being universally relatable, no matter how much time passes. A Town Called Panic. I have seen that. It's not the funniest film ever made. It is a madcap comedy. It is funny. It's also weird. Gene Wilder was in Blazing Saddles. Nice. Yes, Gene Wilder was in Blazing Saddles. Interesting thing about that, if you watch the film, Gene Wilder was not the first pick to play that part. He actually was brought in an emergency the week of shooting, I'm told. I think it was just days before production was to start. They had to let go of the lead because he was in the hospital, because he was a drunk, and he had ended up infirming himself. Gene Wilder came in literally at the last minute to fill in the role with practically no preparation and went right into shooting. So it's pretty freaking amazing, the fact that he just jumped right into it. Dewey Cox story, Walk Hard. Walk Hard is a very good film. It's very funny. I mean, Walk Hard is the thing about Walk Hard. Walk Hard is a great film, but it's not going to be like Blazing Saddles because you don't have to know the minutia of the music industry to appreciate Blazing Saddles. You do need to know the minutia of the recording industry to appreciate Walk Hard. Walk Hard is a condensed amalgam of hundreds of true stories and real people, all kind of smashed in like some kind of a fusion reactor into a handful of characters who do all these crazy things. But the thing about Walk Hard is that everything in that film is true, and it all happened for real. And if you really know the music business, and if you really know 20th century music, you watch Walk Hard and you recognize what every single situation, every single ridiculous character is what they're talking about. You know exactly what the real world, real thing is to that. So that's what makes Walk Hard so great. And the song, the primary song in there, was written by a friend of mine. I think won the Oscar. I think it won the Oscar for best song, because there is a best song, not that like there's like a song category, but yeah, Marshall. I'm gonna have. Yeah, there's a lot of great quotable lines in Walk Hard. Hold my hand. It's satanic. You know who else has hands? The devil. And he uses them for holding. Now I'm going to have to watch Walk Hard again. I'm going to want to find it and stream it tonight. Watch Walk Hard. Everything in that movie's true. It really happened. For real. It's just compressed from the analogs of real rock and roll and country music.
That's where I work. In the lab. Go berserk. In my lab. That's where I work.